doing it!
Hey, I'm Meg.
I'm Jenna.
Hi, I'm Clint.
That was Spielberg worthy.
This is the trolley problem.
Oh.
Imagine this. You are by a rail track and are standing next to a lever that can change the course of a trolley. Suddenly, there is a trolley approaching without brakes. Further down the track, there are 5 people unaware of the trolley charging at them. If the trolley continues along the track, the 5 people will be killed. You have the option to pull the lever and alter the track to send the trolley down an alternate track. What do you choose? Pull the lever or not?
In that scenario, I think I would save the 5 people, most definitely. I think people's lives are more valuable than the route the train is on, so that's what I would do.
I would pull the lever and save the people.
I would definitely pull the lever to kill nobody.
For the first scenario, I'd change the course of the train and save the 5 people, of course.
I would choose a scenario that people don't get run over because I don't want to kill 5 people.
Seems like an easy decision, right? Well, let's make it a bit tougher in this next scenario.
This time there is one person on the alternate track also unaware of the approaching trolley. If you choose to pull the lever this time, you will kill that one person, but if you do not pull the lever, those 5 people will surely die. So now what do you do?
I don't know if I would, I don't know. I would want to change it, but I feel like then I would be actually killing somebody. So I think I would just let it happen and scream.
For the second situation, I would sacrifice the one person to save the 5.
I would switch the lever to the one person because of the utilitarian theory where it's the greatest good for the greatest number of people. Boom.
I think I would still save the 5 people, just because I think 5 people's lives is more valuable than just the one person's life.
I would close my eyes and just do this over and over. It would just be random.
So this is, for the last 30 to 40 years, this has been a fundamental puzzle that philosophers have thought about a lot. Do you get to change the course of the trolley? Do you get to move the trolley onto another track? And it appears, one way of describing it anyway, is you will be saving 5 lives and you will be deliberately killing 1 person. Do you get to kill 1 person in order to save 5 lives? Now, here's one thing that you want to say. You want to say, but there's something else you can do. You can yell at the people, and there's something. There's something. You have other options. And so, but that is irritating to a philosophy professor, because what you want to say is, can we just stay on topic here? Because the point is it okay to kill 1 person in order to save 5 persons? Don't say, well, maybe I can derail it without killing it. It's 1 versus 5. Just work with me with the logic of the case, because we're trying to get at a fundamental truth about ethics.
So, most people we found said that they would sacrifice that 1 person so that the other 5 could live. Now, why is this? Could it possibly be because of the idea of utilitarian ethics, which states the greatest good for the greatest number of people is what is ethical? Hence why most people chose to save the 5 people while sacrificing that 1 person.
And then one of them turned to me, he was a Russian incidentally, and he said, "Oh yes, this is very interesting. We've actually heard this story before. In fact, we've heard it all our lives. All our lives we've been told that the few have to be sacrificed for the sake of the many." And it was a lie. There was always another way. And so I think of that as the most important thing I ever learned in an ethics class, and it was taught to me by a Russian student. And so what is the lesson that student was teaching me there, which is, it's something like, justice is about respecting the value of people. It's about respecting the separateness of people. It's about realizing that people aren't just ones and fives to be traded off, to be sacrificed for the sake of the many. That when the question of justice comes up and it's time to sacrifice the few for the sake of the many, that's exactly what justice is. It is about finding another way.
Now, if you really think about it, this kind of dilemma happens around us every day, whether it's in the office, the community, in politics, especially in a democratic society like ours. The minority is often sacrificed for the interest of the majority, no matter how foolish or ignorant the majority are, or how far-sighted and knowledgeable the minority may be. The idea that the majority is always right and ethical seems to be the supreme belief. Now, let's make the situation even trickier and see how people's decisions and reasonings change in this next scenario.
Similar to the previous scenario, you can choose to save the 5 people by pulling the lever and sacrificing that one person, but there is a twist. That one person is the deepest loved one. Again, what do you do?
I think I'd have to go with the 5 then. I mean, so I would take the 5 out and save the fiance.
I would save a person I love, because I wouldn't want to watch them die. Yeah.
Oh, hopefully I would get away with sacrificing the 5 people for my loved one.
It's probably better to save the 5 people, but it's Big Kev. It's my dad, so I would save him and kill the 5 people.
Then I would not kill my brother. I love my brother.
Interesting how, by simply having that one person be someone they loved, changed everyone's decisions. Could it be simply because of the emotional ties to that one person that made people want to disregard what they had agreed to be as ethical in the previous scenario, which was to save the 5 people over the one person?
So there you have the question. The question is, do you get to promote value in those 5 people at the expense of value in that one person? That's the fundamental question. It's the same question as the question of trolley. And yet people don't hear that question the same way. Most people will say in response to the trolley question, well, yes, you look at the numbers and it's terrible to have to sacrifice the one person, but you do it in order to save the 5. But then when we talk about hospital people, and can the surgeon sacrifice the one to save the 5? And almost everybody in that case answers no. And so then I say, why is there a difference? It's 5, it's 1, those are the 2 important, there are only 2 important numbers, and that's what they are. There are only 2 questions of value at stake, 5 lives and 1 life. And so how would you come up with different answers in the 2 cases? Why would you come up with different answers?
This is just one example of how the majority isn't always necessarily ethical, and what is right isn't always black and white, as it may seem.
I like to